Cathie Wood, the star fund manager who owns ARK Investment Management, has predicted that Bitcoin's price could reach $1 million by 2030. She also said that we are in our early days of crypto in terms of global usage. Bitcoin's market capitalization still represents a fraction of global assets and is likely to scale as nation-states adopt it as legal tender. ARK analyst Yassine Elmendra wrote in the firm's Big Ideas 2022 Outlook report, which was released on Tuesday, January 25th of this year. According to ARK's prediction, if Bitcoin reaches $1 million per coin, it would take the Bitcoin market capitalization to over $28.5 trillion. $28.5 trillion seems to be a massive estimate, but if you look at the different use cases of Bitcoin and its predicted market value, the given value seems to make sense in the long term. ARK added in its Bitcoin Outlook report that the cryptocurrency is taking market share as a global settlement network. According to ARK's research, Bitcoin's cumulative transfer volume increased by 463% in 2021, and its annual settlement volume has surpassed Visa's annual payments volume. If you look at the chart, the cumulative annual transfer volume has almost multiplied 5 times from 2020 to 2021, with average daily transfer volume crossing over $35 billion. Overall, Bitcoin settled close to $13.1 trillion in 2021, which surpassed Visa's annual payment volume and has taken a significant lead in the global market share. Not to mention, Bitcoin has gained significant interest among institutional investors. A study by Fidelity's cryptocurrency business found that 7 in 10 institutional investors expect to invest in or buy digital assets in the future, although the price volatility is the main barrier for new entrants. A recent survey conducted among 1,100 institutional investors by Coalition Greenwich on behalf of Fidelity Digital Assets between December and April said they had digital asset investments. Around 90% of those interested in investing in the future said they expected their companies or their clients' portfolios to include digital asset investments within the next 5 years. This included direct cryptocurrency investments or exposure through stocks of cryptocurrency companies or other investment products. Those surveyed included high net worth investors, family offices, digital and traditional hedge funds, financial advisors, and endowments. According to Cathie Wood's ARK report, Bitcoin's institutional holder base appears to be broadening after the launch of more regulated products and adoption by corporations and nation-states. Grayscale Bitcoin Trust remains the largest non-custodian Bitcoin holder as of November 2021, with an estimated 654,200 Bitcoins in their holdings. Michael Saylor's MicroStrategy comes in third place, holding 121,044 Bitcoins in their balance sheet after Block 1. The report also compared the global market capitalization of global asset classes. With global real estate sitting at a monumental figure of $220 trillion and the gold market cap at $10 trillion, Bitcoin still has a significant growth potential since the coin has just touched a $1 trillion market cap in 2021. Bitcoin's market participants are maturing and are focused on the long term. Despite increased enthusiasm as Bitcoin scaled into a record high price, on-chain data suggests that Bitcoin holders are focused on long-term fundamentals. The report also talked about El Salvador becoming the first country to have Bitcoin as a legal tender. The country's president, Nayib Bukele, had bought around 400 Bitcoins at an estimated price of $47,500 per Bitcoin. Not to mention, Mr. Bukele had promised $30 for each citizen who adopts the currency. The country currently has over 1,800 Bitcoins. Finally, in her ARK report, Cathie Wood addressed crypto and stock price fluctuations with respect to the global market price hikes due to interest rates. She said she had discussed it with some of her close circle of valued investors on this and gave some heads up.
Now, I have spoken to some really good value investors, who've been doing this all their lives, and asked them, if interest rates were to move into the 2 to 3% range, let's say as measured by the long-term treasury yield, which parts of the market, given where we are now, would be hit? And the answer that I found most interesting, and that I think we've just seen in Facebook, is it would be the more mature growth companies that are facing some competition and not the super growth companies that are just entering into their exponential growth trajectories. So again, another argument for new growth, and the private markets know it, because private market valuations have only gone up over the last year. We're writing a paper gathering the data on this right now, but in the last year, as true disruptive innovation strategies depreciated 50% or more, private market, which is which focuses on disruptive innovation, private market valuations seems to have doubled. There's really something wrong with that picture. And I think the private markets have it more right. There's more innovation taking place today than there ever has been in history.
Inflation is on the rise and getting out of control. In spite of this, Cathie Wood still remains extremely bullish on the crypto market and sees it doing a 30 times increase over the next several years to a market cap of around $50 trillion, surpassing gold. Bitcoin's market cap has been steadily rising and seen a significant growth in 2020 when COVID struck, as more and more investors are looking for alternative avenues to invest their cash. In April 2021, the Bitcoin market cap reached an all-time high and had grown by over $1 trillion. What do you think about Cathie Wood's prediction on Bitcoin price? Comment your thoughts below. Until next time.